And thanks for joining our webinar on Windchill on the cloud and what sort of steps and considerations to have in mind regarding migrating your Windchill environment on the cloud. Please note that all attendees are in listen-only mode for the duration of the webinar, and we'll take questions right at the end. We will just wait another minute to allow others to join before we can start. All right, I think we can start. So let's first look at the agenda for today. So I will do a quick introduction of myself and boundary systems, go over the topic overviews. So why Windchill in the cloud, and what is the migration process to migrate your on-premises Windchill over to the cloud, and some of our customer examples that we have already migrated over to our cloud environment. And right at the end, we will have the question and answer session. So if you have any question during the presentations, you can simply type it in the questions section under the webinar panel. Right. Then now the quick introduction about myself. I'm just waiting for that slide to load. Right, so my name is Ephraim Poyeng. I am a PLM specialist at Boundary Systems with just over 6 years experience on PDC products, specifically Windchill. I am a certified Windchill implementer and trainer. Please let me know if you can see the slides, or if you cannot see the slides. All right, next is just an introduction about Boundary Systems. So we regard ourselves as the technology leader, with PDC being our main partner. There's other partners that we work with. We'll talk about those a little bit later. We are also a number 16 fastest growing company in Greater Cleveland area, and also part of the PDS Vision Group of global companies. Our capabilities are product lifecycle management, data management, which is delivered over the Windchill product. We also assist our customers in CAD design and consulting, simulation, and also with their product development. A bit more about Boundary Systems. We have won a couple of industry awards. We are also accredited by PDC as their platinum partner. Windchill certified implementers. We are also PDC's preferred service provider, authorized in training on Creo, all Creo modules, Windchill, MathCAD, and AutoText. So like I said, PDC is our main customer or partner, but we also work with other companies listed here to make sure that we bring our customers a comprehensive solution that would work to their needs. Right. So why Windchill in the cloud? So the first thing there is that we're able to deploy Windchill in the cloud in a couple of days, depending on the customer configurations. We have done the migration several times already, and all were successful. So we're able to do it fairly quick. And the next thing is also scalability. So we able to, the Windchill environment is able to grow as your needs grows. So if you need to install additional software in the system, we're able to also scale on the hardware resources, performance, and so on, to make sure that it needs your requirements. And the other thing is the environment is fairly secured. So it is implemented with the reverse proxy technology. There's also firewalls that are in place. And since the Windchill is web-based, the web server is set up with SSL or HTTPS to make sure that everything that is sent out is actually encrypted. Then our system is also managed by the Windchill experts and IT professionals that have been doing this for a very long time and have been very successful at it. Also, we also install as part of these, for some of the customers, the third-party products or the Windchill extensions. Some of the ones that we have, we've got ETRAJ. So ETRAJ is one of the tools that basically converts your CAD models and drawing into PDF and push those PDFs out to a viewer, a standalone viewer system, or pushes that PDF back into Windchill system. And also PDF search tool. So this is the tool that is normally used by people that doesn't frequently use Windchill parametric. So they basically use the tool to search for the drawings and models, and to also participate in some of the change processes. So they don't have to log into Windchill to be able to access that information. And by the nature of it being in the cloud, it means Windchill will be accessible anywhere in the world. So you don't have to have any VPN system to be able to access the system, which is normally the case with the on-premises setup. So with this, you just need a stable internet, and you will be able to access the system from anywhere. And then we also have the monitoring and the reporting tool of Windchill licenses usage. So the system is monitored 24/7, and with the license usage report, we are able to quickly advise our customers if they are overusing or underusing the licenses, and then they can scale down or up accordingly. And because the system is completely off the customer premises, it reduces the burden on IT department. So IT department doesn't need to worry anymore about how the Windchill system works, how to basically maintain the hardware part of it. So all those responsibilities are then moved over to us. And then the important part is the system uptime. So like I said, the system has been monitored 24/7, and we not only monitor the application server, we also monitor the operating system itself and the hardware that the application is running on, to make sure that we are always proactive when it comes to fixing issues. And time to time, we would run a report to check if the uptime of our systems are stable. So with the report that was last run, so we ran the report for the last 30 days, and it was reported that our system was up for 99.972%. And again, I mean, if you look at the downtime percentage on that, is normally attributed to system maintenance that is normally done over the weekend. Right. So now on the migration process. So in order to be able to fully migrate the system, the first thing that you need to do, we'll need access to your current Windchill environment. There's a couple of ways to do this. One of the ways is to install our own remote agent on that Windchill server and be able to access it directly from our side, or basically export the data from the server and then just copy it over to one of our on our cloud side. So we basically export all the required data and configurations. So this is your database, the vault, any custom configurations you would have. Then set up a cloud environment with Windchill database. If there's any workers that you had set up, you also set it up for that. Any third-party tool you might have, and also all our systems are set up for reverse proxy security technology. Then we import the data and configurations into this new cloud. Once that's done, we don't go over and do a validation of the data. And we normally do this with the customer. So they check if they're able to check in, do any Windchill commands and activities in there. And once all is validated, it is then go live. So we now then go live. All right, so this is basically the process that we follow. So a couple of steps to just get that data out. And normally the actual migration is normally done over the weekend. So like I said, it takes a couple of days to fully migrate Windchill over. Right, some of the customer examples that we've done. So this was a very large customer with over 300 Windchill users. And this was migrated from the PDC cloud. So normally when we do the migration from the PDC cloud, the initial export or extract of data and configuration, it is normally done by PDC, and they hand that information or data over to us. So this migration was done over the weekend, considering that the database was 160 gigabyte in size, and the vault was just over 1 terabyte. And then some Windchill component that we had to install for them was the application, the database, the worker, the reverse proxy security. They also had a tool called ThingWorx Navigate, and we also have to do the integration with the ERP system. The next customer was also a very small customer with 15 Windchill users. We also migrated them from the PDC cloud environment. This migration was done in 1 day. So it's done in 1 day, and you will see that the database was just 330 megabytes, and their vault was 300 gigabytes in size. So the copying, the import, validation was done just in 1 day for this particular customer. And the other thing that they had as an extra was the replication server, which was in Asia. We had to set it up to also work with that replica server, and that also worked. Then the last customer with the same set of Windchill users, this was migrated from the actual on-prem system, also done in one day over the weekend. And the additional component that they had was the dedicated email server that we had to make sure that Windchill communicates to. And yeah, so that migration was also done in one day, like I said. So we were able to, all this information is migrated from several external systems, as well as other Windchill systems. So that is all I wanted to share in terms of migration. And if you have any questions, please type them in the webinar's question section. All right. And just the next thing on here is, I mean, if you want some more information on how to actually move your environment over, I mean, we can arrange a meeting for that. And we also do, obviously, Windchill trainings. At the moment, all the trainings are virtual because of the COVID restrictions. But as soon as the COVID situation get better, we will start doing the on-site and in-center trainings and customer visits. So I see there is no questions in the questions section at the moment, but if you do have questions later, for any technical questions, you can email me directly at epoeng@boundaryseeds.com. For any sales queries, sales@boundaryseeds.com. You can also visit our website at boundaryseeds.com, and also our YouTube channel, Boundary Systems. That is where this video is going to be uploaded in. So if you want to go back and rewatch and get some information out of this, so this will be uploaded in our YouTube page. All right, I'll just give you a minute or two. If you've got any questions, please just type them into the questions sections, and I will be able to attend to those. All right, if there is no questions, I would like to thank you for attending the webinar, and hope you have a good rest of the day. Thank you. Bye-bye.